If you're navigating grief that feels unjust and unsafe, or if you're curious about how the people you've lost live on through energetic impact rather than monuments, this integration explores how remembrance isn't about holding on, but about continuing, passing forward the gifts they left inside you. This week, we sat with death, not the poetic kind, the kind that rips the air out of the room, leaves an unfinished sentence hanging mid-breath. On Sunday, I told you about my friend, 37 years old, a 1-year-old baby, and a funeral waiting in the same lion's den that once devoured me. I spoke about traumatic bereavement, the grief that feels unjust, unexpected, unsafe, the kind that drags you back to the very places you swore you'd never walk through again. And yet, that's what death does. It calls us back into the rooms where we learned who we were, to see if we're still that person. Everything in life is just another opportunity to remind yourself who you are. Even death, especially death, can be a catalyst to face fears you thought you'd moved past. On Monday, we reframed mortality, not as an ending, but as energetic continuity. We asked, what if you're not afraid of dying? You're afraid of being forgotten. Because what we really fear is the silence that follows our existence, the idea that the world will just keep spinning and not even notice the space we once filled. But energy never dies. It just changes shape. Every time we create, speak truth, love, honestly, we're imprinting something that keeps rippling long after we're gone. We don't get remembered through monuments. We live on through impact. Then on Thursday, we honored those who can't access normal grief rituals, the ones who can't safely attend the funeral or sit beside the people who once caused their pain. We built a new ritual. We walked through light. We touched a mirror. We saw that the people we've lost are not gone. They become a part of our reflection. They live in you, and you live in them. And that's how remembrance works. Not through ceremony, but through embodiment. So here's your reflection for this week. Whose energy lives in you? What gift did they leave behind, and where can you feel it in your body? And how can you pass that gift forward? Not as grief, but as legacy. Because remembrance isn't about holding on. It's about continuing. And maybe the greatest way to honor the dead is to keep living in the frequency they left behind. Truth, courage, compassion, creation, whatever they awakened in you. Drop it in the comments. What gift did someone who passed leave inside you? Where do you feel them showing up in your life now? And who might you pass that energy forward to next? Because you can't fall out of unity. You can only forget you're part of it. And this remembering is how we live forever. The people you've lost aren't gone. They're woven into who you've become. Drop a comment about what gift lives inside you from someone who passed, how their energy shows up in the way you live now, or who you're called to pass that frequency forward to. Death isn't an ending when you understand you're part of the unity that never breaks.